What's up, guys? It's Intense Investor here, coming at you again for another lovely episode on Thanksgiving Eve. Tonight I want to talk a little bit about Fortress DAO, which is another Ohm Fork, but it's on the Avalanche network. I am still in Time. It's doing really well. It's also on Avalanche, and I am still in Spartacus. Those are the only ones that I'm still involved with at the moment. But Fortress DAO has all the qualities of becoming something great, just like Spartacus is starting to do. Hector's another one that's also doing really well on Phantom. Just wanted to put a little shout out there to Hector. But like I said, Fortress has all the elements of doing something great. The team is anonymous behind it. But yeah, it's really not a concern or too big of a problem with me, as long as they're proactive, you know, about new announcements, new developments, and their actions speak louder than words. So I just want to dive into the Fortress DAO a little bit and go over some of the details and just make a little quick video on it. I do a lot of research to try to find new opportunities for passive income. So when I find something kind of exciting or something I think might be great, I like to share that with all of you. So anyway, thanks for all your support. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to also follow me on Twitter. You'll find a link down in the description. I'm really active on there. I'm pretty active in the Telegram. And I did just start a Discord probably about 2 weeks ago. There might be like 40 or 50 people in there now. But they are growing, so that's a good sign. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into it. So here we are on the website for Fortress DAO. As you can see, it's like your pretty typical Ohm Fork. You know, you got your roadmap, the council, contact, concept, more info. When you click the links, you know, it goes down. It operates pretty much like any other fork of Olympus Finance. Yeah, just gives pretty nice little descriptions, just something short and sweet, not too much. The art is really good. The way they marketed this and put it together, it's one of the best ones I've seen, honestly. They got this like nice 3D image here, like right when you click on the site, and it kind of zooms into this big fortress, like castle structure, and then it zooms back out. But they got the roadmap on here. They're in further development right now. They are fixing to launch some more bonds according to their Discord, which we'll go there in a little bit. And they're going to be making more improvements. You know, so Fortress DAO has a bright future, is what it looks like. And it's on Avalanche. Avalanche has been exploding lately. So I highly think that Fortress DAO is going to do very good over the rest of the bull run and probably even after that, because we really don't know what's going to happen at the end of the bull run. We might have a bear market. It might be bad. It might not be that bad. It might just be a small little dip and then we go on up higher, but who knows, you know? So we just got to wait. Like I said, the team is anonymous. I see Peach Pie in the Discord quite a bit. I see them a lot. I don't know how you say that, but I'm not going to try it. Soul, Castellum, Psycut, Otionum. I don't know how you say that, but the Discord link is at the bottom of the main site, which is fortressdao.finance, like I was just saying. They got their Medium article. We'll go there for a second. They do got this proposal for allocation of 50% of Treasury stablecoins to FODL Finance, USDC, USDC position rewards farming. So that's pretty cool. You know, they're looking for more low-risk strategies such as stablecoin-based farming or high-volume arbitrage. That's one good thing about these Ohm Forks. The more stable coins you got in your treasury, the more, you know, stable it's going to be. Like if the market goes down, stable coins are going to keep their value up high. Now in the event of like a black swan event or something like that, there could be something weird happen with stable coins, but I don't really foresee it, especially like with USDC. I'm a little bit leery of USDT. There's been a lot of FUD the past couple years, and earlier this year. You know, I still use it. I think everybody probably uses it to trade out their coins, especially on centralized exchanges. You know, DEXs. People are using a lot of USDT, but USDC is gradually creeping up, you know, up a lot higher. There's a lot more people using it. November 13th when they announced their liquidity bootstrapping event. They got all that info on their Medium. And like I said, if you just go to the website, go to the bottom, you'll see these links at the bottom. So let's go to, let's just go into the app here. You hit open app over here. This is going to pull up the staking. As you can see, there's like 4,647,000% APY right now. 20,133,000 total value locked. And the current index, if you would invested one Fort coin at Genesis, it would be worth 1.24 Fort at the current moment. So you get 3 rebases a day, and the 5-day rate is 15.86%. You know, I'm making probably like 4 Fort a day right now because I got a decent bag of Fort. The price has actually just started coming up. Now this dipped down, I want to say, to $60-something earlier today. It's already back up to 80, but I think that was a lot of the whales getting out of it. You know, they want to pursue other things, so we'll get them out of there. And it looks like we're going to start rising back up now, kind of like Spartacus did. Remember, it went up to like around $300, and then it dropped all the way down to 100. I think it dropped down like 80 something because I bought in around 90 something dollars and got into it, and then it went back up. It's already back up to like, I mean, 230s, like 235 or something right now. That's been a really good play. And I think Fort's going to be another really good play, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff on their Discord. And like I said, that link for the Discord is at the bottom of their main page if you want to check it out. But yeah, $78 per Fort, circulate and supply, you know, it'll go up as people mint. All the bonds are still negative, so it's more beneficial to you to just stake. Now, when the bonds start coming up again, as the price of Fort rises, these bonds are going to become positive again, and then it might be more worthwhile to you to mint. And then when these start becoming negative again, then the staking return on investment is going to be higher, or the yield's going to be higher. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. There's a lot of math behind it. You know, I've never really looked at the math. I've been wanting to look at it just to tear it down a little bit. So that's that. Let's go to the Discord and we'll take a look at what's on there. So guys, here we are on the Fortress DAO Discord server. As you can see, there's 8.7 thousand travelers, or people connected to the server, members of the Fortress DAO channel, Discord server, however you want to say it. I like the way they got it laid out on here. You know, they got that like medieval, like old time, you know, like scrolls, like that kind of stuff. The language they use, you know, like sparrows, good morrow, farewell, contribute, magical beast. I think I mentioned earlier the team, they said they're from the USA, so that's kind of cool to know as far as scams and stuff go, because if you're in the USA and you try to pull a scam, a lot of times the SEC is going to come cracking down on your head. So even if you're anonymous, they can find you. So, you know, that was good to hear. You know, but they are anonymous, and I can kind of understand why. You know, I would do the same thing if I was a developer. So there are reasons for it. If the project gets to be really huge and everybody knows your identity, you know, you could have people like coming trying to find you, you know, like that kind of stuff, like stalking you. So there are reasons for that, for anonymity, being anonymous. But okay, that's enough of that. So the main chat's like the yard. You know, you got this jester of memes. You got the price and barter. That's pretty cool. Talk about price. You can contribute if you want to be doing marketing for them, that kind of thing. You got all the different languages. One of the cool things here, if you go to news, Peach Pie, that's the one on the website that's really active here. I think that's probably like the main leader of Fortress DAO, if I had to guess. They're the one that posts most of the big updates, like this one. You know, they weren't that active the past day or so, but they just said they've been working hard. You know, just trying to build everything up, get everything finished. They said the new AVAX FORT liquidity pairs, MEM AVAX liquidity pairs are coming soon. Also time bonds. So that'll be really big. Just those three releasing is probably going to make the price skyrocket up even more. You know, it just says proven a little bit tricky to work with because they do got multi-sig also. So from a security standpoint, multi-sig is in place. So lots of good reasons to get into this DAO at this low price. You know, it's hard to find these at a low price because usually they take off so quick. But right now it's $79. It was 60 something, maybe like in the 50s a little while ago, earlier today. I got off work and came home and I checked it. I'm always checking these things. You know, I'm pretty involved with it, so always reading the updates. You know, like they're working on executing on proposals that they passed, including initial funds allocation, development of a more detailed marketing budget. I think they wanted to use like about 150,000, what I remember, for marketing right off the bat. And that's another thing too. When the marketing gets going, the price is going to go up, you know, even crazier. Like, you know, they're in the process of detailing out stablecoin projects that were outlined at AMA yesterday. They had a AMA, it was on, let's see, Olympians. So this is Olympians Discord channel. And then you'll see Fortress DAO right here. You can go to AMA archives and you'll see it with Fortress. And they got the recap on here also. And they go through a lot of questions. I don't think I got to go through every one of these, but just the way that Peach Pie answered the questions was very intelligent. Just the way they came across. I think Peach Pie is a guy. So some people were thinking it was a girl, but I think it's a dude. But very good. Intelligent answers, really clear, to the point. I'm not going to read all this, it'd take forever, but you're free to go and check it out. But, you know, if this project wasn't legit, then I don't think you'd be seeing these kind of like really detailed answers. You know, like really explicit, like to the point, a lot of detail. Like there's more detail in this AMA than I've seen in a lot of others from other places. So that's a really good sign. You know, like they explained about the marketing, $150,000. So that was right. $150,000 was just earmarked for marketing. So, and they also like the way Hector, which has really exploded, pursued their marketing goals. They've been doing really well. So if Fortress does something kind of similar, you're probably going to see the price just like really go up. So you're free to look at all this stuff. I just wanted to mention it. I do want to go over kind of like really briefly, you know, how I bought it. I usually go on KuCoin, I get AVAX, and then I go to Trader Joe, and then I'll swap that for MEM, because you got the Fort MEM pair. When you go to the website, you'll see this Fort MEM liquidity pair. So that's where all your liquidity is at when you do a swap. Like if you try to swap Fort and AVAX, there is no liquidity pair for that. That means people have actually taken 50% fort, 50% mem, and made a pair. So when you swap, the price doesn't affect you that much. Now, if you try to swap fort with AVAX with no liquidity pair, it has to go through a longer sequence. So it's going to affect the price a lot more. So you're going to be charged more, and you're not going to get as much coin as you would if you use fort mem. So if you send AVAX to your Avalanche wallet, like say from KuCoin, that's what I use. Make sure you use the C chain, because that's what MetaMask uses. So you're using MetaMask here. So if you send that to your MetaMask wallet with AVAX, you're gonna send it there. I got 1.5 in there now. You're gonna go to Trader Joe. I'm gonna go there right now. You're gonna have AVAX in your wallet. I know I sound like a broken record, but whatever AVAX you got, so it'll take it a second, then it usually comes up. You're gonna swap that to mem, right? So you're gonna swap it to mem first. So you get your mem, because you need mem to buy fort. And then you're gonna let me see if it's in here. Now if you don't see this, it should come up. Now if you don't see this come up, you need to go back, because you can get these to appear in your MetaMask. If you go up here to fort, you can see add token to wallet. So you'll click fort, it'll add your token right there, right? So you've added the token, because if you don't add it, you're not going to see it. So you can go to fort here, you can click on this, you can go to account details, you can go to view asset and explore, and you should be able to see this contract address for fort. So you copy that contract address, you go back to Trader Joe. After you get your mem, let's say you've got your mem now, so now we're going to swap mem, and we're going to swap it to fort. So see, like me copying that address that was in here that I found by going in my Avalanche network, which you're going to set up MetaMask first. There's a page on how to do that. I'm going to leave a link in the description on the page on how to set MetaMask up for Avalanche, and also a link to KuCoin if you need a link, you know, to sign up or whatever. But going back, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but I want to make sure you get this. Fort, click on the dots, go to view asset and explore. That's the contract address for fort. That's how many people are holding it. You can see all the transactions, however many minutes, seconds ago, whatever. Click copy address, Trader Joe. I pasted that address in there. I'm gonna hit add, right? I'm gonna add it. So now when I go in here and I put fort, it comes up, right? Because I added it by user. So, you know, let's say I got some mem now. Just remember, swap AVAX to mem, then mem to fort, because that is your liquidity pair. So I hope that makes sense. If it's your first time, you might need to think about it a little bit, but hopefully that makes sense. So like 10 mem would be like 0.124, so like 80 mem, 82, okay, no, not that many. So about 81 mem, which a mem is like a US dollar. It's, you know, pegged to $1. It's not going to fluctuate. It's going to stay around $1. So you're going to swap your mem to fort right here, and you're going to click this. You know, you'll have to approve the transaction first. So you need to make sure that you leave a little AVAX in your wallet. So you approve it, you know, and then you, after you approve it, you confirm the transaction. It'll go through, and then you're going to end up with fort. You'll see your fort come in right here. Now, after you get your fort, you're going to go back, and you're going to see it right here, like your balance. It'll say like 10 fort, 20 fort. You're going to hit max. Let's just say you had like 2 or whatever. and then you're going to hit, you got it on stake, then you're going to hit stake right there, and then you're going to see MetaMask. It'll pop up. You'll do like a transaction, you'll approve it, confirm it, and then it'll stake that, and it'll become S Fort. It won't be Fort anymore. It'll be stake Fort, like S Fort, stake Fort. So you also need to add that one. You click up here, add S Fort to your MetaMask, so that you can see your staked Fort right here. Okay, so that's pretty much how you're going to do that. So like I said, you can download MetaMask if you go to metamask.io. So you'll download it, and then there's a link I'm going to put for Avalanche after you set up MetaMask, because you're going to have to set up your seed phrase, your password. Don't never, ever, ever give your seed phrase to anybody. Don't matter who asks. If you have a problem, support is not supposed to ask for your seed phrase. If they are, they're a scammer. So if it's on Twitter, Discord, Telegram, anywhere, if they're asking for your seed phrase, do not give it to them at all. Because they can take everything in your wallet. They can literally set another wallet up, enter the seed phrase, and they can import everything in your wallet. And then they can sell it, whatever they want to do. And one thing I do recommend using, which I use a Trezor or a Ledger, you can go up here and you can set up connect hardware wallet in your MetaMask. So I got some links to Trezor. I use the Trezor on MetaMask. I've been using the Ledger for Phantom on Solana. I think that's the only one you can use actually on Phantom wallet on Solana. But that's how I've got that set up. So you still got to confirm that transaction on the Trezor. So it's more than just going in here and clicking approve, confirm. You got to approve it on the Trezor physically, like in your hand. So I would recommend that. I got some links to it. I think it might give you a little bit of a deal for Trezor or Ledger, but just check it out. It's good to be secure, especially if you got a decent amount, you know, in there. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna put links how to set up AVAX in your MetaMask, which is one of your networks here. You have to add the network, and then you have to put in all the details here, but I'm going to give a link to that in the description. So, you know, if you look at these links, like not links, but, you know, like this, okay, this link for RPC, that's AVAX, the chain ID. If you copy this right here, what I got on this screen, when you set up your new network down here with add network, you'll be good. So AVAX is EVM compatible, which means it's compatible with Ethereum, just like Phantom, Harmony One, you know, what Arbitrum. There's a lot of different chains. Binance Smart Chain, that was one of the first big ones, but you can use that same address. That's what makes it so nice. So if you send something to this address and it was on Phantom, you got the same EVM address for Avalanche. So when you set up the network on Avalanche, you will see your AVAX or whatever appear, if it's an AVAX token or, you know, like Ford or something like that. So that's the cool thing about EVM compatible chains, is they're all using that same wallet address across the different chains. So that's something just kind of handy to keep in your mind. Other than that, that's really it with that setup. And like I told you, you know, make sure you go over, add the tokens right here into your wallet, and then you can buy on Trader Joe. Use this link here to make sure you don't go to a scam link. And just remember, when you send your AVAX, like if you get it on KuCoin or Coinbase or wherever, when you send it to this address right here, after AVAX is set up, you're going to want to make sure on Trader Joe that you swap your AVAX, which is going to be here, that you swap it for MEM, because then your price impact's not going to be as high, and you're going to actually get more Fort by going from AVAX to MEM to Fort than if you went from AVAX to Fort, if that makes sense. Because the liquidity pair, that's what you got to keep in mind. So I see this confusing a lot of people, You know, like, why can't I just swap AVAX for Fort? Well, you can't. You need to use the liquidity pair. But just like they were saying right here, new AVAX Fort liquidity pair, MIM AVAX liquidity pair, and time bonds are very soon. So they're fixing to add that pair. And when they do that, you will be able to swap at a lower price impact from AVAX to Fort. So just keep that in mind. That's all I really got for tonight. The Discord's really active. I'll put a link in here, this invite link or whatever. I'll put that in the description on the video. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think it's another great project like Spartacus or Hector. It's just young. It's only, you know, like 5 or 6 days old at the moment. So keep that in mind. Check the description. Like I said, I'll put everything there to help out. And just watch the video. If you don't get the liquidity pair stuff that I went over with the MetaMask, just watch it a little bit and listen to what I'm saying, and I believe you'll get it. And once you do it the first time, you know, that helps also. But anyway, that is all I got for tonight. And you guys have a good Thanksgiving weekend. Stay safe out there. Stay warm wherever you're at. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And I'll talk to you guys later.